Okay, everyone, our first guest is the captain of the Nelly. He likes blank spaces on the map, often philosophizes about death, and enjoys doubting anyone with whom he comes into contact. Ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of darkness, Marlowe. Thanks for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure. I'm a huge fan. Always watch your show.
Oh, I guess I wasn't aware that 19th century England got our program. Or television, for that matter.
Well, what I meant was...
Moving right along to some questions. You were quoted saying, in reference to the natives, no, they were not inhuman. Well, you know, that was the worst of it. The suspicion of their not being inhuman. But what thrilled you was just the thought of your remote kinship with this wild and passionate uproar. What did you mean by this?
What I was emphasizing was dishonesty in society. Namely, the dishonesty of the attribution of the natives with savage, inhumane behavior. And more specifically, that attribution as a means of self-deception.
Self-deception? And how'd your audience take that?
They said it was ugly. And yes, it was ugly enough, but if they were man enough, they would admit to themselves that even if just the faintest, there was in them the faintest response to the frankness of that noise.
Well, there it sounds like you're criticizing your audience, implying futility and self-deception, or, dare I say, civilized behavior itself.
Righto.
Right. Oh. Is there anything else you can tell us about futility in the Heart of Darkness?
Oh yes, probably the most obvious symbol of futility in Heart of Darkness is the doctor who I meet early on in the novel. After he told me several of his adages and aphorisms, he told me that he unfortunately doesn't get to see many of the men who make it back from Africa, telling me many of his patients don't make it back from Africa. And seeing this, you can tell his advice is useless, and his work futile.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. Hope to see you again soon.
Owen, thank you.
It was truly my pleasure. Next up is a man who likes to host parties he doesn't attend and chase women he can't have. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. J. Gatsby. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, yeah. In a project like this, it's always good to interview someone who died in their own book. Keeps the audience guessing. Anywho, we're here today talking about futility, and we're told you know something about it. In fact, your neighbor Nick tells us that you, him, Daisy, Tom, and even Jordan share a similar futile trait.
It's true. Like Nick says at the end of the book, we all came from the West, and we all possessed some deficiency, which made us subtly unadaptable to Eastern life. We tried and we tried to be like all those people around us, but we couldn't change our past, no matter how hard we tried. He was right. It was futile for us to even think that we could change our personalities.
Ah, that's right. You're from the Midwest. So, let me ask you, do you say soda or pop?
Soda.
Coupon or coupon?
Coupon.
Milk or milk?
Milk.
Accidental or occidental?
Those are two different words.
Moving right along. So, throughout the course of the book, and before the book for that matter, you are on a fruitless journey to win back the heart of Daisy.
Yeah, we had met quite a while ago, but the thought of her was always on my mind. I couldn't get it out of there.
That's what she said.
Every night I stand on my porch and look out as the green light shimmers across the water.
Kinda creepy.
Well, I loved her. And I thought she loved me too. Turned out she wasn't the ideal I thought she was. In fact, she was average, superficial, unwilling to sacrifice for love. So my search for true love, it ended up to be indeed futile.
Sucks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Wait, no, we need to show your clip. Is there anything we need to know about this clip?
No, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Alright, let's roll that clip.
Daisy?
Wow, that was... I just can't believe... You are... Wow.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. Next up, we have a treat. Incorporating every piece of literature from the past 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, Don McReed playing his smash hit, Futile Wit of DHS.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember when Jack and Piggy fought it out. And then there was Huck Finn's journey, and the Cyclops from the Odyssey. Yeah, books are nice, but what is it about? Beowulf fought off Grendel, Achilles was shot in his ankle, Snowball bought the bar, and Gatsby tried to charm. I can't remember F451. Porgy turned out not fun. In need of yams, or cowboy lost tons. Futility in literature. So, by 2 reasons for your actions. Scarlet Letter, no much better, lived in isolation. Willie did not fade, and Hamlet had depression. Night had cancer concentration. We all people needs to hold in. Did you read the Book of Rings with Gandalf, Gimli, and halflings? Actually, that book had hope. Now do you believe Bigger stood a chance in that time when the whites wore the pants? Would it have helped for him to take a stance? Now to darkness, that's where Conrad goes. There's Cyrano with his big nose, brewed his stab Caesar. In the back to make it easier, there was a brave, courageous Sir Gawain, and a green magic sash was all he gained. Johnny Starks won his campaign, Crucible, 84, Oedipus.
So then he took me to Denny's. It was afternoon, you know, but I still had the Grand Slam breakfast.